For this video, I'm going to take you on a tour of the Eastern Kentucky Science Center, located in Prestonsburg, Kentucky. I recently was traveling through Kentucky, and right off the bat I gotta tell you, it is by far one of the most picturesque, beautiful, scenic states that I can think of. It seems like the natural beauty of this state is just endless. There's so many beautiful mountains and hills and valleys, and it's incredible. I ended up spending a couple days in Paintsville, and I was looking for things to do, so this is one of the first things that popped up in TripAdvisor. So what you're looking at is the Eastern Kentucky Science Center and Planetarium. To put it mildly, this is a pretty modest-sized museum. It's basically just one big room that kind of serves as a lobby for the planetarium. And ironically, this is similar to the last science museum that I did a review on. It's another science museum located on a college campus. Although this one's a heck of a lot better than the last one I went to, which was up in Maine. So this particular museum is located on the campus of Big Sandy Community and Technical College. As a result of that, the ticket prices are pretty low. Adult admission is anywhere from $5 to $10 depending on what time of day and the season you go. Overall, I think the museum itself is kind of a mixed bag. It's a nice facility in a great location, but I noticed a lack of exhibits. I mean, it's just kind of a big empty room, to be honest. They just desperately need more exhibits and displays. I mean, right now it feels like a lobby for the planetarium. There just doesn't feel like much of a science museum here. I also like to apologize for the strobing that you see in some of the camera angles of this video. It was a really cold day that I went, and it was causing the fluorescent lights to really flicker a lot in this place, and that was really playing havoc on my camera. I did adjust my shutter rate to try to compensate for the flickering lights, but I couldn't get rid of it completely. As for the theming of the exhibits of the museum, they mostly focused on space and geology. There was a display on dinosaurs, quite a few glass cases of different rocks. There was quite a bit on weather. They actually had a hurricane simulator, which is one of those like booths that you stand in, and it basically throws hurricane force winds at you. The highlight of this museum is definitely the planetarium. That's pretty much where all the money went. The presentation is excellent, and they have, knowledgeable professors presenting and talking about the constellations and everything. And it's definitely why you would come here. It's all about the planetarium. The science museum itself is really underwhelming. And that's how I'm going to segue into the bottom line. I'm giving the Eastern Kentucky Science Center a conditional recommendation. If you're coming for the planetarium, you're going to be satisfied and you're going to be happy with the trip. If you're coming here for a science museum, skip it. It's just not worth it by itself. You'll probably notice from this video that there's some animals that they have here at the museum. The animals themselves are actually in the classroom. They're not actually on display in the main hall. So if you want to see the animals, you'd have to, handle it like I did and basically ask the museum staff if they'd actually show them to you. That's pretty much everything I have to say about this particular attraction. I'm just going to play a little music now for the remainder of the video. Thanks for watching this episode of The Adventure Schmuck. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. See everyone next week.